talking about my subjects. I'm talking about my people, the proud Nords of Skyrim.
I told you you wouldn't like the news. Oh.
Watch it!
Well, this castle definitely looks better than the one back on the island, that's for sure.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hafingar's people will always be safe under my rule.
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragonbridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
Steward, when is my appointment to meet with General Tullius? There are some issues we must speak about.
I'm afraid he's had to reschedule, my grace. By all accounts, waging war takes his every moment.
Again? He can't simply cancel an appointment with the Jarl. He serves in my capital city.
I'm afraid he can. His authority comes from the Emperor, who you also serve, technically.
He uses all of Hafingar's resources and doesn't answer to me in the slightest? This hardly seems fair. If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward.
Are you the High Queen of Skyrim?
Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torygg was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen.
Do you trust General Tullius?
A question I am all too familiar with. One my very Thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him. Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have?
Why did Ulfric kill your husband?
Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torygg. And so he came before my husband and he shouted, with that terrible voice, like something out of a legend, or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say, for it grieves me to speak of it.
Do you need someone to check out Wolfskull Cave?
Oh, I thought that matter was handled. I think Falk is taking care of that. Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband. Steward Falk, I have a task for you. I want to begin stockpiling food and water in the event we come under siege. And I would like you to oversee this work personally.
A wise course of action, my Jarl.
Careful
However,
there, girl.
We have little
I have so
food
very
or
many
water
ways to deal with
spare.
you insignificant whelps.
General Tullius
Very
will
few
never
of them
allow
pleasant.
that.
He's ordered all surplus food to be given over for the war.
Do I even know you?
General Tullius
No,
does
not
not
yet.
run this city.
My name is
playing
Sibyl.
Erica.
I am the court
Have
wizard
you
here.
forgotten your oaths of field?
In any case, the name's Serana, and I'll be sure to keep your warning in mind.
Be careful not to fall on your way out.
There's no need for an apology.
I will.
And you're right about the war. Perhaps this is a matter best discussed with the
Well,
general
she
in
certainly
person.
had some snark.
I will make the arrangements, my Jarl. Do you have business with the court? Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace, I am the Jarl's steward. If you have court business to tend to, you talk to me. The Jarl is not to be disturbed with common affairs of court. You direct those concerns to me.
What will happen to Elisif if the Empire wins the war?
That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace.
Does General Tullius respect Elisif?
Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to Erica. There's been loose talk among some of the Thanes, and I suspect he's the cause of it. You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain your welcome in this city. She may be young, but Elisif is the Jarl by right. And here in Skyrim, if nothing else, we respect the traditions of our fathers' fathers. You'd do well to remember that.
I hear you're looking for some help with Wolfskull Cave.
You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you, I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work.
Why is it called Wolfskull Cave?
The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now, but everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted. Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
I've heard the Empire plans to levy a tax on our trading ships. Falk, you've got to do
So,
something.
where are we off to now?
General Tullius needs more
Ready
money
when
for
you
the
are.
effort. We need the funds to
I'd read stories about the Solitude Windmill, but I didn't expect it to be that big.
We've got this one. You just got the Hold on. Did you hear something?
Well, you asked for it.
Are you alright? Let me know if you need anything.
Sorry.
Well, you asked for it.
What was that?
Weapons up.
Close quarters it is then.
Now that's good team play.
All right, let's do this.
Hope you're ready to lose.
Wolf Queen, hear our call and awaken. We summon Potema. We summon Potema. Long have you slept the dreamless sleep of death, Potema. No longer. Hear us, Wolf Queen. We summon you. We summon Potema.
Hold on.
Close quarters it is then.
What was that?
Who's there?
I knew it. My hunch was right.
Not very impressive.
Weapons up. I sense something. At least make it interesting.
Yes! Yes! Return me to this realm! Voices summon you. The blood of the innocent binds you, Wolf Queen. Summon with words, thou bound by blood.
Done and done.
What? What are you doing? You fools! You cannot bind me to your wills. Summon with words, bound by blood. You ants don't have the power to bind me!
I knew it!
I'm always up for a party. That's how it's done.
Something is wrong. There is an intruder.
Hold on. Did you hear something?
Trying to end this little game. Victory is yours.
This was too easy.
I shall not be bound.
Oh? What is it? Okay.
You've returned. Good. What did you find at Wolfskull Cave?
Some necromancers were attempting to summon and bind Potema.
Potema herself? Please tell me you stopped them.
I interrupted their ritual. It's done.
You've done a larger service to the realm than you could possibly know. A resurrected Potema. I shudder at the thought.
Listen to you speaking of sacrifice. You've never gone hungry a day in your life, Eriker.
And what would my impetuous Thane Bryling suggest instead?
Simple. Let the Empire fight its own war, with its own funds, and without hijacking our supplies and soldiers. Let Hafingar rebuild.
You lost?
My lady, surely you're not that naive. Such foolishness would only leave us defenseless. The rebels would storm the palace in an afternoon.
So, what's on your mind?
Folks only rebel because the Empire uses
Sounds
Skyrim
good.
as its personal larder. The more they take, the more support the rebels gain.
That is quite enough. Perhaps I will raise these issues when I have an audience with General Tullius.
It's good to see you again. Farewell, kinsman.
There's something personal I was hoping you would do for me.
What can I do for you, Jarl?
Falk told me what you did for us at Wolfskull Cave. He says you're someone we can trust. As you may know, Talos worship is outlawed in the Empire. When we buried my husband, I made offerings to all the gods, except Talos. I would like you to take an item of his, a war horn handed down from his father, and place it at a shrine of Talos.
Do you worship Talos?
No, but my husband, Torg, would want a proper burial, and this is the way Nords are buried in Skyrim.
I would be honored to help.
Thank you. It would mean a lot to me. If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward.
No, my Jarl. I was just wondering if you wanted to talk, that's all.
Thanks to Ulfric's rebellion, countless innocent people can't feed or clothe their families. It's unacceptably tragic.
I know. War is just messy, to say the least. Sorry to hear that. Oh? What is it? Okay. My Jarl, how should I put this? Why did Ulfric do such evil things to you?
Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torg. And so he came before my husband and he shouted. With that terrible voice. Like something out of a legend. Or a nightmare.
It's never easy, but stay strong, and you'll get through this.
Thank you.